Well, hey everybody, Ken here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. It's been a while since I've done a talking video, since I've done more of a podcast style video. But I felt like it was time to do one because this is an important issue. You know, I titled the video, Why I'm Not Voting for Trump in 2024. And the reason is, I'll get into the reason here in a second, but I just want to start off by saying, you know, we get really attached to, you know, our belief systems. We can get really attached to our party, and it's really easy to fall into the bullshit that we get fed by the mainstream media. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not voting for Trump. The second reason is because I personally believe, you know, that this two-party system is all propaganda anymore. You know, I was really behind Trump. I think he's got a lot of great ideas, but I also think that Trump is not going to unite this country. Biden's not going to unite this country. You know, so what is the answer? And the answer is the same as it's always been, is we need an independent, we need a libertarian. You know, we need somebody that is not bought and paid for. And that's why I'm voting for Kennedy in 2024. You know, I came to this decision after listening to several podcasts where he had time to talk about his life, talk about what he believes in, you know. And with Kennedy, he's the author of The Real Anthony Fauci, which goes in depth in exposing how the AIDS pandemic was created and how it started, and going into the most recent, you know, propaganda to get vaccinated. So I think personally, this is my personal belief, that if anybody knows who the deep state is, if anybody knows who the threat to the country is, it's Kennedy. His uncle was murdered. That is now released and declassified. You know, the CIA was involved in the Kennedy assassination. So that was his uncle, right? And he knows better than anybody what's at stake, you know, and who is really, you know, traitors to this country. So I'm changing my vote from Trump to Kennedy for 2024. And that's who I endorse. You know, was I wrong? Yes. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, when maybe one of my beliefs I was attached to ended up being incorrect. I think it's really important to kind of, you know, look at ourselves and look at what we believe in and ask ourselves, is that really, you know, or am I attached to this, this party or this candidate because I have a group of friends that is, or because, you know, I've been part of this party for so long that to change my opinion or change my vote, you know, would look bad, or I would lose credibility. You know, we have to put all of that nonsense to the side and vote for somebody who can actually unite the country. I think that's Kennedy. So with that being said, you know, I just want you to keep this in mind as I wrap up this video, that, you know, try not to get attached to a certain party, a certain candidate, because they're both screwing us. The Republican right has been screwing us. The Democratic left has been screwing us. And how long are we going to put up with believing in a system of left versus right before we realize that maybe neither one of them should be allowed to call the shots anymore? Maybe we return the power to the people, and that's the way I'm voting. You know, I was a big Ron Paul supporter back in the day. Still love Ron Paul, still love Rand Paul, and now we'll be voting independent. You know, a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, that's a waste of a vote." That vote, you're missing the point if you're voting just to get the team to win. You know, you're missing the real point. So as a libertarian, as a lifelong libertarian that I've always been, supporting liberty, I can't see playing that game any longer. So that's just that's my thoughts on it. That's where I stand. You know, I won't be flying the Trump flag out front anymore. That's coming down, and soon you'll see some new stuff. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I don't want to argue with anybody. I am open to debating, obviously, if you want to leave some respectable comments, but I'm not going to argue with anybody, and I encourage you guys to not try to battle people in the comments. You know, let's not fight amongst ourselves like they want us to do, and let's start thinking, how is it possible? Who can unite the country? You know, how are we going to be united and lived amongst, you know, this division? And the media is causing all of it. This division, though, it's not gonna help us at all. So those are my thoughts. Just a short video today. My fire's going out, so I'm gonna get back to tending that. I wish you all a very happy weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Out.